Welcome to Puckett Fieldhouse, Central Methodist University campus, Fayette, Missouri. This is Charlie Brown. I will be bringing you basketball action tonight, Heart of America action between the Mid-America Nazarene Pioneers and the Central Methodist University Eagles. It's a women's game first. Come in and look like this. Mid-America comes in with a record of 10-5 overall, 9-3 in the Heart, which is good enough for third place in the Heart standings right now. And they are not ranked, but they receive votes to be ranked. For the Eagles, they're the number 8 team in the nation. They are 18-2 overall, 12-2 in the Heart. They are in first place in the Heart with 2 losses. Mid-America's got 3 losses, so if Mid-America could beat the Lady Eagles, they would be tied in the loss column with them. If the Lady Eagles can beat the Pioneers, they would put another game in between them and a rival in second place. Conference standings look like this. Central Methodist is in first. William Penn in second, who has beaten Central here on this court in overtime. Mid-America is in third. Clark in fourth. Grandview fifth. Culver in sixth. Evangel in seventh spot. Benedictine eighth. Peru State ninth. Tied with Baker in 11th spot. Missouri Valley. Number 12 is Mount Mercy, and 13 is Graceland. So that's how all of that works out. I will tell you that statistically from conference play, the Lady Eagles have the top 2 scorers in the conference. Mercedes Jefflow averaging 19.1 per game. Lene Rodney averaging 18.1 per game. So they have the 2 top scorers in the conference on the team, and Central also leads in steals per game with almost 4.3 steals per ball game, and assists per ball game. Mercedes Jefflow averaging over 5.5 assists per ball game, so they're right there in assists team-wise. Central averages 17.9 assists per ball game. As I'm looking at team stats, field goal percentage on offense. Central Methodist, number 1 in the conference, as you would expect, shooting 46% from the floor. Next up is William Penn, shooting 43.9. Mid-America shoots 43.8, so 2 good shooting teams here tonight. Central Methodist leads the Heart in scoring, averaging 87.35 points per ball game. Next closest team is Clark, and they're 75. So almost a 12-point difference between the top scoring team and the next scoring team. So that gets us almost to the start of all this. We will hear from the PA announcer, as after we will hear he'll do a PSA for the Heart, and then there will be a prayer, and then the national anthem, and then we'll have starting lineups, and we hope that we can pick all of that up off of the PA system, as we've got a field mic, court mic going right now. We'll turn it up when it's time to go to the PA system and try and get all that picked up as well. But we're glad you're with us as we get ready for action. Lady Eagles coming off a big win on Saturday as they defeated, let me look and see who they played, defeated Grandview, who was the number 19 ranked team in the nation, by the score of 100-60. Last couple of ball games that we've done here at Central, the Lady Eagles have gotten off to a fast start as they got off to a big start against Benedictine here, and that was a 17-0 start. Against Grandview last Saturday, it was 31-8 at the end of the first quarter. So we're just about set for the PA announcer as he's getting ready to say the public service announcement from the Heart about sportsmanship and whatnot. We will turn it over to him, and then we'll be back after the national anthem.
Central Methodist Eagles. We ask that all players, coaches, and spectators abide by the NAIA champions and character values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. At this time, would you please rise and remove your hats for a prayer to be followed by the playing of our national anthem. Almighty God, you have created us to strive for our best. Grant to all athletes, coaches, and fans the strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes, protect them from injury and harm. Help us to honor you today in all we do, on and off the court, and make us witnesses to your glory. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Now we'll get the starting lineups. They'll be up on your screen for you to see, and hopefully we can hear the PA announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starters for today's contest. First, for the Pioneers of Mid-America Nazarene, who entered tonight's contest, receiving votes in the NAIA poll, 10-5 overall, 9-3 in the Heart of America. Starting at guard, number 5, Michaela Gooch. At guard, number 11, Whitney Clanton. At forward, number 12, Anna Rolston. At guard, number 23, Alex Wilson. And at center, number 42, Megan Scott. The Pioneers are led by Coach John Lewis, assisted by Natalie Knight Johnson, Kate Edson, and Drew Wheatcroft. And now, ranked 8th in the country, 18-2 overall, 12-2 in the Heart of America. Let's meet your Central Methodist Lady Eagles. Starting at guard, a 5'11" senior from Compton, California, number 0, Mercedes Jefflow. At guard, a 5'10" senior from Long Beach, California, number 11, Cheyenne Allen. Forward, a 5'11" senior from Flora, Illinois, number 22, Kristen Jones. At forward, a 5'9" senior from Kingsfield, New York, number 23, Lene Rodney. And at center, a 6'1" senior from Helsinki, Finland, number 32, Gloria Malumba. The Eagles are led by head coach Mike Davis. He is assisted by Remy Laurie, Vaughn Price, and Kurt Bradley.
All right, we get everything readjusted on our mixer so that we're not overpowering you with sound now, but there are your starters. Again, it is Gooch, a 5'2" junior from Olathe, Kansas. Whitney Clampett, a 5'9" junior from Chillicothe, Missouri. Anna Rolston, a 6-foot sophomore from Wichita, Kansas. Alex Wilson, a 5'7" senior guard from St. Joe, Missouri. And Megan Scott, number 42, a 6'2" sophomore from Carl Junction, Missouri. For the Eagles, it's Mercedes Jefflow, a 5'11" senior. Cheyenne Allen, a 5'10" senior. Crimson Jones, a 5'11" senior. Lene Rodney, a 5'9" senior. And Gloria Malumba, a 6'1" senior. So there are your numbers. And I will tell you that Mercedes Jefflow is leading the conference in scoring, assists, and steals. The top 2 scorers in the conference are Mercedes Jefflow, who's number 0 on your screen, and Lene Rodney, 1 point different, 19.8 and 19.1 and 18.1. This is Jefflow with the tip controlled by the Lady Eagles. This is Malumba, goes inside, kicks it right back out. Rodney down the lane, loses the handle on it. And Mid-America comes out with a basketball, and this is Gooch Lady Eagles man defense. Scott with it. Hands it off to Clampett. She's a prolific scorer from the outside. She's in the top 10 in scoring. There's a pass inside, knocked down by Malumba. Stolen, coming up with it is Cheyenne Allen. Crimson Jones going to take it to the hoop. Puts up a little runner, crawls across the front of the rim and falls in. Crimson Jones, first 2 points of the ball game. Lady Eagles on top 2-0, just underway. We've played almost 50 seconds. This is Scott. Clampett, pick off of her, and a steal by Jones. Almost loses it. Now she does travel with it as she tries to get it across half court. So 2 times down the floor for Mid-America and 2 turnovers. And they've got it again. This is Gooch, Michaela Gooch. Alex Wilson. Back to Gooch. Inside to look. Clamp it down the lane. Stops. Dribbles a little further. Now she's going to be double teamed by Allen and Rodney. And this is Scott trying to go to the hoop. And she's going to be called for a travel as there was 8 on the shot clock. So 3 turnovers first times down the floor. First 3 times down the floor, 3 turnovers. Allen with the basketball. Gooch going to pick her up. 3-quarter court. Jones. Rodney going to take a pick, come around it, go down the lane. Over to the corner to Malumba. She goes baseline, kicks it back out. Jones has got a 3 lined up. In the air, no good. Jones tries to run it down, but she runs into and over Megan Scott. So that'll be the first foul on Crimson Jones. Team foul number 1.
Crimson Jones, foul is her first, team first.
This is Gooch with Allen making her go left. Overplaying her to the right. Gooch can't go anywhere. Gets it to Ralston. Almost a steal. Clamp it from the corner. She's good, but she misses altogether. Shot rebounded by Scott. Put up, and Malumba with the foul. Her first personal foul. Team foul number 2 in the ball game for the Lady Eagles, and it will send Megan Scott to the free throw line. Scott averages 9.6 points per ball game. First one rattles around and does not fall. She is a 55.6% free throw shooter. Second free throw good, so she's about doing her average. It's 2-1. Jefflow in a hurry against Clampett. Takes it to the hoop. Scoop shot, too hard, won't go. Gets her own rebound. Rodney from the corner with a 3 on the way. Too hard, bounces around. Jones out battles everybody for the rebound, gets it, puts it up, and she's fouled. Crimson Jones working hard underneath, gets the 3rd rebound. The 2nd rebound of the 3rd missed shot, and she's going to go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. And that foul goes on Clampett, Whitney Clampett. First free throw is good. Jones is an 84% free throw shooter on the season. Second one good. 4-1 Lady Eagles. This is Gooch. A little bit of pressure. Allen backs up, waits for her around the top of the key. Here comes Clampett around. She looks inside to Scott. Tries a bounce pass underneath. No good. 3-pointer from the corner. Looks good, and it is. Alex Wilson with a 3 ties the ball game up at 4. Jones, Jefflow. Got Clampett on her. That's a tough assignment for Clampett because Jefflow's going to go to the hoop if she can. Pass goes to Malumba, but she says, I didn't touch it. But the officials say it went off a Central player and out of bounds. Not the fast start that the Lady Eagles have had in the last couple of ball games. Here comes Gooch. Going to take it to the hoop. Loses control of it. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Mid-America. Clampett to inbound the ball underneath her own basket. 21 still on the shot clock. Scott back to Clampett underneath. Over to the corner to Gooch. No shot there. Skips it all the way across to Clampett. She's got a 3 lined up and good. Whitney Clampett. And the first lead of the ball game for Mid-America. Rodney to the hoop, puts it up, comes up short, and Scott has the rebound. Down the lane goes Gooch. Going to be fouled, and if that's Jones, that's 2 fouls on Crimson Jones. It is on Jones. Second personal foul for her. Mackenzie Lowe checks into the ball game. A 6'1 junior from Lenexa, Kansas. This is Gooch at the line. She's a 5'2 junior guard from Olathe. First free throw falls off, no good. Second one rattles around but falls. 8-4. Biggest lead for Mid-America. Central's had a 4-1 lead. Allen almost loses the handle on it but gets it back. Jones comes to put screen for her. Looks to drive, reverse, left hand. Going to kick it back out of the lane if she can. She does. She gets it to Jeff Lowe, who's going to reset with 13 on the shot clock. As they're clearing out all over. Inside, tried to get it to Malumba. She gets it, but an offensive foul called on Gloria Malumba underneath. First foul on her. Team foul number 4 already for the Lady Eagles. As we're not even 4 minutes into it, Malumba comes out with her foul. And they say that's her second personal foul. I don't know where she picked up the first one at, but into the ball game is Deja Eli. And here comes the trapping defense against the 5'2 guard. Rolston to the corner, 3 on the way, no good. As that was Wilson who made one from the other side, doesn't make it from this side. Jeff Lowe beats everybody down the floor, can't get it to go though. And Rolston with a rebound. Ahead to Wilson. Gooch back out again, 8-4. Clampett looks inside, goes inside. He's spinning around, taking it right to the hoop is Lowe and lays it up and in. 10-4 in favor of the Pioneers. Eli, baseline jumper, left hand, swish. Long pass, too long, out of bounds. Not touched by anybody as the baseline official checks with the other officials to see if it was tipped out of bounds. Was not. And Jordan Gonzalez checks into the ball game. And checking out is Wilson. Lady Eagles going to spread it out and post Rodney if they get a chance. Allen, corner. Jones, double team underneath, skip it across to Eli. She just hit a baseline jumper, 3 on the way, no good, but she's going to run down her own rebound, take it to the hoop, and a foul is going to be called before she gets a shot off as she's tripped. That foul goes on Mackenzie Lowe, her first, second team foul. Eagle basketball underneath her own basket, try to get it in Malumba. Rodney gets it, puts it up, can't get it to go, and Lowe rips it away. Lowe, Clampett, going to take it to the hoop, and there's Jones' third personal foul. She tried to draw a charge, did not get that done. And Veronica Preciado will check into the ball game. And already in the bonus with 4:43 to go here in the first period. Mid-America is going to go to the free throw line. This is Clampett. She is a 79.5% free throw shooter, and she makes the first. 2 subs at the table waiting to come in after Clampett. If she makes this one, she doesn't. It's tipped around, Low with a rebound, puts it up and in. Oh, it's Anna Rolston, rather, with the basket. And it's the biggest lead for Mid-America at 7. Rodney going to drive. She's got Rolston on her. She's got a mismatch. Jeff Lowe finds her way through traffic. Preciado tries to get it inside to Eli, but too hard and too much to her the left side. And a couple of subs come in. Marquita Veselkova checks in along with Taylor Nichols. The Lady Pioneers off to a good start, 13-6. Lady Eagles trailing early in this ball game. Jeff Lowe looking to take the ball away from Veselkova. Double teamed, and she gets it away from her. Ahead it comes to Cheyenne Allen, lays it up and in. That's what Jeff Lowe does. She leads the conference in steals, and she leads the conference in assists, and she got one of each there. Allen with her first 2 points, 13-8 now. Double team again. All the way back out. This is Gooch, who squares for a three and on the way. No good, doesn't hit anything, and goes out of bounds. So Michaela Gooch misfires on a three. This is Preciado. That's Eli to the basket, misses. Tipped up by Rodney, no good. Eli with another shot at it, cannot get it to go. Rodney with it again on the fourth try. Lene Rodney gets it to go, 13-10 with 3:18 to go here in the first quarter. Gooch goes left. Top of the key. That's Nichols, comes up short, but it comes right back to her. And we'll have a what call? It looks like we're going to have a foul called on Deja Eli. That's her first personal foul, but back to the free throw line. And this is Taylor Nichols. She shoots 61.5% from the free throw line, and she's got a pair with 3:04 to go. First one is good. It's Gonzalez, Gooch, Veselkova, Lowe, and Nichols on the floor for Mid-America. Jeff Lowe, Allen, Rodney, Eli, and Preciado for the Lady Eagles. Second free throw good as well. Back to a 5-point advantage. Allen going to switch sides with Rodney. Now give it to Rodney. She thought about a three from deep, thought better of it. Takes a dribble, backs out, looks inside. Here comes Eli for a pick. Eli, and right through the middle of that goes Rodney, but she misses the short shot. And on the run, here come the Lady Pioneers down the floor. And that was Mackenzie Lowe with the miss, tied up underneath. And on the alternating possession, it goes to Mid-America. So they put 30 seconds back up on the clock. 2:36 to go here in this first period. Nichols to Veselkova, back to Nichols. Preciado almost with a steal, was headed that direction. Three on the way, no good. And Allen comes out with the basketball on the run. Preciado's going to go to the corner because she's really good from right there. Three-pointer in the air and good. 15-13. She is really good from the wing in the corner. Gooch back in the ball game, dribbling the ball. I would think they'll trap her every chance they get it, 5-2. Trying to get it inside, settle for a three, on the way, no good. Eli tips it, but it ends up back out in the hands of Veselkova. She's got it again on the wing, looks inside. It's going to go off of the hands of Deja Eli. Clampett back in and Scott back in. Lowe and Veselkova check out. 13 on the shot clock. Clampett right back in. Thought about a three, didn't take it. Got it back top of the key with 7. Gooch looks inside for Scott. She's going to have to throw up a runner. She does. No good. Rodney with a rebound, and she's going to run it out of there. Gets it ahead to Jeff Lowe. Jeff Lowe stutter step to the hoop. Going to be fouled on her way there. We'll see if it's a shooting foul and whether she'll go to the free throw line. Jordan Gonzalez picks up the first foul. 5'6" freshman. Jalen Irvin checks into the ball game. Ashley Martin checks into the ball game for the Eagles. And it is 2 free throws for Jeff Lowe. First one good. She's a 77% free throw shooter on the season, leading scorer in the Heart of America Conference. 19.1 per ball game, and that is her first point of this game. Second one rising good, and we're in a tie ball game at 15. So the 7-point advantage that Mid-America had about 3.5 minutes ago is all gone. Martin with a huge height advantage on Gooch. Inside, knocked away by Preciado, and it's going to be 2-on-2. Jefflo to the hoop, lays it up, can't get it to go, but there's Eli with a rebound. She rolls it up and in left-handed. Deja Eli with her 4th point. The Eagles have a lead with 1 minute to go here in the first period. Gooch wants to take it down the lane, gets her shot rejected by Eli, and here comes Rodney on the run. 2-on-3, but she's going to go to the hoop. You know that. She puts it up, and she's fouled. Shot does not go, but she'll shoot free throws. Jefflo and Rodney both can shoot the three, and if you come out on them, they go past you and they go to the hoop, and they continue to go to the hoop until somebody either blocks their shot, fouls them, or they score. Rodney at the free throw line. Looking for her 3rd point of the ball game. Misses the first one. 17-15 with 49.8 to go. Second one in the air and good. Rodney averaging 18, has 3. 3-point advantage for the Lady Eagles. They'll get the ball back at least once more if they rebound a missed shot. Scott out to Wilson. Gooch looks inside. Clampett with a 3. Gets her shot blocked by Jefflo, but Jefflo comes down with the ball with a foot out of bounds. So it's a turnover. That's the problem. Clampett 5'9". Jefflo 5'11". Clampett. And there's a travel. As Clampett tried to go around a pick by Jaylyn Irvin. Cut it a little close, bumped, and dropped out. 31 seconds on the game clock, so the Eagles could play for the last shot of the period, as there's only a 1-second differential between game clock and play clock, and it certainly looks like Mercedes Jefflo is going to stand out there and run the clock down. If Clampett gets too close to her, she will go around Clampett, and there she goes. She pulls it back out. Now she goes again, and there will be a foul on Clampett, and if that is on her, that'll be foul number 2 on her. And that gets Central into bonus with 8.3 to go and a 3-point advantage. Jefflo back to the free throw line. First one is all net. Nobody on the lane for the Lady Eagles. They're going to pick up and make Mid-America use time off the clock with 8 to go. It comes into Gooch, and she's double-teamed immediately. Trying to get the ball ahead to Scott. Does. Steps back, puts it up and in, and that's the way the first quarter is going to end, with a score Central 20 and Mid-America 17. We'll take a 30-second break here, and we'll be So we're back. (20-17) is the score at the end of the first period. Mid-America was up by as much as 7 in that first period. Central had a 5-point advantage for just a couple of seconds there at the end of the period. Balanced scoring all the way around for Central. Jefflo with 4, Eli with 4, Jones with 4. 3 points for Preciado, 3 points for Rodney, and 2 points for Cheyenne Allen. As Mid-America tries to substitute, and taken back off the court for the time being. Rodney, Jeff Lowe, Martin, Eli, and Preciado on the floor for the Lady Eagles. Martin underneath with her length, puts it up and in on a scoop reverse shot. Ashley Martin with her first points of the ball game. They are going to attack Michaela Gooch and make her try and pass it. Scott, corner three on the way, too long. Ends up in Jeff Lowe's hands, and she's going to run it up the court. Preciado in the corner where she's really good, inside to Rodney. Eli, fake to the hoop, gets her shot blocked by Scott, and out on the run, 3-on-2, comes Gooch into the corner. But Martin stops that three from getting up. Gooch to Irvin. Clampett with a long three and hits it. Whitney Clampett. 22-20 Eagles. Clampett's got 2 fouls, knocked out of bounds. That's Clampett again over there.
Pioneer substitution, number 12, Anna Ralston. Number 2, Jordan Gonzalez.
Anna Ralston back in. Martin to bring it in. That was Alex Wilson. This is Martin. Tall frame, long arms. Eli, corner three on the way, no good. And the rebound comes down to Wilson, who gives it to Gooch, and she's going to bring it up. Chance to tie or take the lead. That's Gonzalez into the ball game, down the lane. Too hard with the runner, tipped out by Scott. Gooch gets it. 16-foot jumper on the way, good. Michaela Gooch. Her third point of the ball game, and we're tied at 22. Rodney splits the defense, puts it up, but she's going to be fouled before she gets the shot off, so it'll be out of bounds underneath the Eagle basket, and I think that foul is going to Alex Wilson. That's her first, team foul number 1. Allen back in. Jeff Lowe going to get a break. Allen to inbound it. Preciado goes to the corner. And it comes to Preciado. She spins in the lane. Eli baseline. Martin all the way across to Allen in the left corner. Eli down the lane, puts it up, can't get it to go. Martin battles for it inside, and we'll have a foul called. And that looks like Deja Eli, and if it is, that's her second personal foul. Team's first foul here. As Gloria Malumba gets ready to check back in. Ashley Martin, 5'11" on the 5'2" Gooch. Inside it goes. 2 fouls in there already on Eli, but she holds her ground. Scott misses. Foul on the rebound.
Pioneer foul number 42, Megan Scott. The foul's her first team.
Megan Scott, first personal foul. Malumba checks in. Deja Eli checks out. So it's Rodney, Allen, Malumba, Preciado, and Martin on the floor. Preciado waits very patiently in the right corner to shoot a three. Now she's going to cut through the lane. As Rodney looks for somebody. Gets it to Martin on the left wing. Pass is tipped and knocked away, and Gooch comes out with it. Gonzalez. Scott. Wilson. She's got a three. Tries to get it inside. Does. Ralston loses the handle on it, but picking it back up. And through there, and a foul called. Could have been a travel. Gonzalez grabbed it and got foul on Cheyenne Allen, her first. Mackenzie Lowe checks back in, and Scott checks out. Tied up. We've played 3 minutes. Not a lot of scoring, just like there wasn't a lot of score at the start of the ball game. Ralston. And there's a kick by Preciado as Wilson tried to pass the ball into Lowe. Jeff Lowe checks back in, and also checking into the ball game is Sam Caruth, a 5'10 senior from Las Vegas, Nevada. Yep, that's Caruth, and she's instant offense. She was the last ball game. Rodney chases the ball all the way around the corner, and out of bounds it goes, and off the hands of Wilson. Another turnover for the Pioneers. Tie ball game, 6:42 to go before halftime. Allen trying to keep her from penetrating, and there's a foul out here away from the ball, and that could go on low. It does. It's her second personal foul, team foul number 3. Coach Davis shifting over Sam Caruth to the other side. Taylor Nichols, 5'11 junior out of Dodge City, Kansas, checks into the ball game for Mid-Am. Allen with it, gives it back to Jeff Lowe. 4 points in the ball game for Mercedes Jeff Lowe. This is Caruth inside. Pass is knocked away by Lowe as it was intended for Malumba. She was double teamed and not a wise pass. This is Gonzalez for a 3 and hits it. Jordan Gonzalez. And the lead is 3 for Mid-America. Caruth. Rodney. Ball fake. Down the lane she goes. And an offensive foul. The referee underneath the official under the basket was going to call a block and give the basket, but the official out calls an offensive foul. First foul on Lene Rodney. Just under 6 to go before halftime. Lady Eagles average 80-plus a game, and they're on pace to score about 60. And there's a walk as Nichols went up to shoot. Ball was slapped. She came back down with it without losing possession of it, and she's called for a travel. Rodney pulls up for a 3 from distance, halfway down, but rattles out. And Gonzalez with a rebound. Lady Eagles get into trouble. And there's Caruth taking the ball away, but it will stay with Mid-America. And checking out, heading to the bench after being tied up, Taylor Nichols. Jalen Irvin checks in. The Lady Eagles get in trouble when they settle for 3s and they don't fall. And a blocking foul called underneath on Rodney, and she's got 2. Lots of fouls here on the Eagles early. Malumba's got 2. Eli's got 2. Jones has got 3. Rodney's got 2. And a timeout called by Mid-America. So we'll take a quick 30-second break, see if we can get one of our ads to fire this time. They're in the wrong place. They need to be over here. All right, we had a few problems with our ads working the way they were supposed to, but we'll get that figured out as we go along. We're back to action. It's a 3-point advantage for Mid-America. They've got the ball underneath their own basket. Into the corner it comes. 3-pointer on the way. Comes up short. But a basket, rebound and basket. And that is by Jalen Irvin. She scores, and the foul goes on Deja Eli. That's her 3rd personal foul. The other issue the Eagles have from time to time is they are out-rebounded. But they make up for it with turnovers, steals, and points off of turnovers. But they are out-rebounded on the season by about 2 a game, and they'll be out-rebounded in this one at halftime at the rate things are going. 5-point advantage. Eli to the bench. Jones to the bench. Caruth pass to her is too high, too hard, and a turnover for Central. Turnovers even at 9 now. As we get ready to see Taylor Victorine check in for the Lady Eagles. And Natalia Spiegel into the ball game, steals it. Caruth misses the layup. Everything that can go bad right now for the Lady Eagles is their shooting is not going well. They're missing the inside shots, not rebounding particularly well. And they got players in lots of foul trouble. And now Cheyenne Allen with a steal. Ahead to Jefflow. Natalia Spiegel from the corner, 3 on the way, no good. And a rebound underneath by Gonzalez. Gonzalez at 5'6", has several rebounds. 19 rebounds to 15 in favor of Mid-America. Down the lane goes Gonzalez. Malumba just lets her go, and a timeout called. And it'll be a full timeout, so let's see if we can run an ad here, as we'll be back in 30 seconds. We won't be, but we'll just turn the mics off and come back in 30 seconds. Do you know how to add those? Okay. Okay. The ads are in the wrong spot. The ads are in the clip spot rather than the ad spot. Okay. So Coach Davis calls a timeout. 7-point disadvantage for the Lady Eagles again. They were down 7 in the first quarter, came battling back to have the lead at the end of the first quarter, and they are behind again. 11 turnovers for Mid-America, 9 turnovers for the Eagles. But 20 rebounds, 9 of which are offensive, against only 15 rebounds for the Lady Eagles, and they've got people in foul trouble, so Laura Godbold into the ball game. Allen, Godbold, Victorine, and Allen almost loses it. It's in the lane, tied up. It'll stay with Central. But it's Jefflow, Victorine, Allen, Godbold, and Spiegel into the ball game. Gonzalez, Gooch, Rolston, Wilson, and Irvin for the Pioneers. Jefflow gets the ball, switch off. That's Gonzalez on Jefflow. She spins. Spiegel going to take it down the lane, takes it to the hoop, puts it up, can't get it to go as they've just missed a ton of shots inside. Only shoot 28% from the floor right now, and they shoot 48% on the season. Irvin around, and Spiegel knocks the ball out of the hands of one of the Mid-America players. Out of the hands of Alex Wilson. 16 on the shot clock. Irvin, baseline. Gets cut off by Allen. Godbold with a steal, 2-on-3. She's going to wait. She needs to wait for Jefflow. That's Jefflow with the ball. 3 on the way, no good. Comes all the way to Allen. She takes it to the hoop. Little runner, can't get it to go as it continues to won't. It just won't fall right now for the Lady Eagles. Lowe ahead to Gonzalez. Lowe gets it back. Gooch with it. 3:10 to go. Got a mismatch inside. Allen on Lowe. Can't get it to her. Now they do. She spins, puts it up, has her shot blocked from behind by Jefflow. It'll stay Mid-America ball. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 2:55 to go here in the second period of play from Puckett Fieldhouse. And it comes to Lowe. Gooch with a 3 from the corner. Good, and it's a 10-point advantage. Four of 13 on three-pointers for Mid-America. 1 of 8 from Central. Allen down the lane, tries to get it inside to Godbold. It's stolen away. That's Wilson with the basketball and gets it to Gooch. 2:30 to go and a 10-point lead for the Lady Pioneers. Jefflo on Gooch now, and that's not good for Gooch. She almost loses to Jefflo, and Jefflo trips her 40 feet from the basket, and it'll be bonus time. So Gooch will go to the free throw line, and that's the first foul on Jefflo. Michaela Gooch at the line. She averages 8.5 points a ball game. And Preciado checks back in. Godbold checks out. Coach Davis looks for offense, and Preciado does that. First free throw by Gooch is good. She's a 64% free throw shooter on the year. Second one back of the rim. Brown and no good. And Jefflo with a rebound, and she's going to race it up the floor. Takes it the length of the floor, lays it up, and that one finally gets to go. So that gets it back down to a 9-point advantage. Gooch in trouble now. Gets it to Lowe, or to Ralston, rather. Gooch wants to take it to the hoop. That's Wilson from the corner on the way, no good. Tipped out over the top, and a foul going to be called on Irvin underneath as she went over the back of and tipped the ball away, but she's called for the foul. That's team foul number 4, and we're going to get, that's her second personal foul. So checking in is Jordan Nachbar. 156 for the Lady Eagles to trim this down before half as they're down 9. Jefflo and Preciado play catch. Now get Allen involved in it. Preciado moves out of the way. And here comes Spiegel, but it goes to Jefflo on the other side. She's got Wilson on her. To the hoop she goes. Puts up a little runner, and it finds a soft touch. It gets in. Back to 7 with 1:27 to go. Gooch with Victorine all over her. And here comes a trap. All the way across. Gonzalez with a 3 on the way, no good. Inside, tied up. Stay with the Pioneers as Nachbar had the rebound, and then she's tied up. So it'll be underneath the basket. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Reset. And Gooch to get it in. Rolston. Wilson. Gooch. Pick coming from Nachbar. Rolston tried to bank it in, shot it so hard it hit the backboard, the front rim, the back rim, and came off. Preciado going to take it to the hoop, gets bumped, goes up, going to shoot a free throw or 2. Ralston with the foul, her first personal foul. Preciado at the free throw line. Have one fan doing a hooping crane impersonation, and will continue since Preciado missed it. She's an 80+% free throw shooter. Missed them both, but Jefflo almost has the ball, and it's called a kick as Jefflo's called for kicking the ball while she was laying on the court. 7-point advantage. Eagles could have chipped into it a little bit. Martin checks in. Preciado checks out. A little more size. Preciado limping a little bit as she goes off. Gooch against Victorine. Knocked away. On the floor. Jefflo ends up. She knocked it away. She ends up with it. She's going to go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. Mercedes Jefflo, 8 points in the ball game, can pull the Eagles closer. As they're down, they've only scored 6 points in this period. The whooping noise doesn't bother Mercedes Jefflo in the least. Not a one bit. 5-point game, 37 to go. So in theory, the Lady Eagles will get the ball back before the end of the period. Victorine against Gooch. Rolston. Gonzalez. Back over to Gooch. Steps away for a three. Can't get a three. Inside to Rolston, and Martin was going to pick up a foul. That'll be her first personal foul. And Anna Ralston will go to the free throw line. First one rims out, no good. She's a 53% free throw shooter. Now the Eagle fans do the whoop. She makes it. Now calms things down a little bit. Taylor Nichols checks in. Wilson checks out. 15.8 to go. 6-point advantage. The ball will be in Mercedes Jefflow's hands as soon as she touches it, and she does. Walks it across midcourt. Gooch trying to wait for her. Going to be a double team if she comes that way. Down the lane. Spiegel has her shot blocked, gets it back, kicks it out to Allen in the corner. She steps away from action, gets a three, but doesn't get it. And we are at halftime with the score 28-34, 34-28, as Mid-America outscores the Eagles 17-8 in that period. So the 3-point advantage turns into a 6-point deficit. We're going to go to halftime, I think, as I'm waiting to see as we have the dance team and everything coming out. But I think we'll go ahead and take our commercial here. We'll be back in about 5 minutes on the Eagle Sports Network.
At last, an approach to teaching and learning that connects the traditional classroom to the real world at Central Methodist University. Now you can learn the way you live and the way you'll work with the new Digital U, available only on the campus of CMU. Be more.
Here at Rick Ball Ford Lincoln, my team is driven to be different. Different in a great way because we're going to give you the very best customer satisfaction anywhere. One of the parts about our dealership you will love is our 1995 oil changes. You get a free alignment check. You get a free multi-point inspection. You get a free car wash. Everybody will get all of that combined for $19.95. Stop by today or come visit us at rickball.com.
When you buy a used car, how do you know that it hasn't been in an accident? Experienced water damage or worse have major engine problems. This is Kyle Wymuth with WK. Here, all pre-owned vehicles less than 10 years old and under 100,000 miles come standard with peace of mind, wrapped up inside a 6-month, 6,000-mile powertrain warranty. And because we sell more vehicles than anyone in West Central Missouri, we get more quality trades, so we don't have to shop the used car auctions. For used car peace of mind, visit WK in Sedalia, Boonville, and at WKFamily.com.
How do you make traditional education more effective for today's job market? You transform it at Central Methodist University. Now the only limit to your education is your imagination. The new Digital U, available only on the campus of CMU. Be more.
0% for 72 months, plus generous cash savings on our most popular trucks and SUVs now at WK. Enjoy 0% for 72 months, plus cash back on Silverado and Sierra trucks, most Buick SUV models, and the Acadia Terrain and the all-new 2020 Equinox. Winter is here, and there's no better time to get behind the wheel of a powerful new four-wheel drive than now at WK in Sedalia, WK Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Boonville, and at WKFamily.com.
You were cutting up paper? What's that for?
Yeah, what was that all about?
That you guys have been arguing about how the dealership's going to be named in the future. So I just thought we'd cut up the names and put an equal amount in there and then have a drawing, and that's what the name will be.
Hey, Ryan and Ross, can you come look at this trade-in?
Rick Ball Auto Group.
All right, that's it.
They all say Rick Ball. They're all Rick Ball Auto Group.
And don't forget, shop us online at rickball.com.
Halftime stats up on your screen look something like this as we'll hit some of the highlights for you. Both these teams shoot very well, 48 and 43% from the floor on the season, but not tonight. Mid-America shooting 35% from the floor. Central shooting 28, 9 of 32 for the Lady Eagles, 11 of 31 for the Lady Pioneers. Three-point line, 5 of 7 for 29% for Mid-America. 1 for 9, 11% for the Eagles. Free throw shooting, Central 9 of 12, Mid-America 7 of 13. Rebounding-wise, Mid-America 26, 12 of those being offensive rebounds. Central with 21 rebounds, 10 of theirs being offensive. Turnovers, 13 for Mid-America, 10 for the Lady Eagles. 8 steals for the Lady Eagles, 4 steals for Mid-America. Leading scorers in the ball game, Michaela Gooch has 7, as does Whitney Clampett. Mercedes Jefflow has 10 for the Lady Eagles. Gooch, the rebounding leader as well at 5'4". She's got 3 rebounds. Lene Rodney with 4, and Gooch is the assist leader with 3, so her name is the top on all the stuff. Cheyenne Allen with 2. Bench scoring, 11 points from the bench for Mid-America, 9 for the Lady Eagles. Points in the paint, Central 14-12, advantage there. Second chance points, though, Mid-America has 15 second chance points. Central has 6, so the Eagles are going to have to clean up the rebounding part of this. Points off turnovers, Central has 10, and Mid-America has 7. Individual scoring in the ball game for Mid-America, Kayla Gooch was 7, Whitney Clampett was 7. 5 points for Jordan Gonzalez, 3 points for Megan Scott, 3 points for Anna Ralston, 3 points for Alex Wilson, 2 points each for Mackenzie Lowe, Taylor Nichols, and Jalen Irvin. For the Lady Eagles, led by Mercedes Jefflow with 10. 4 points from Crimson Jones, and those were the first 4 points of the ball game. 4 from Deja Eli, 3 points from Preciado, Veronica Preciado, 3 points from Lene Rodney, 2 points Ashley Martin, and 2 points Cheyenne Allen. So Jefflow is about just over halfway to her average. Rodney, on the other hand, averages about 18, just over 18 a ball game, and she's got 3, and there's lots of foul trouble to go along with all the rest of the problems, the shooting problems and rebounding problems that the Lady Eagles have had. In foul trouble, Crimson Jones has got 3, Deja Eli's got 3, and then 2 fouls for Gloria Malumba, 2 fouls Lene Rodney, and 1 foul each for Mercedes Jefflow, Ashley Martin, and Cheyenne Allen. So 13 total fouls called against Central. On the Mid-America side, nobody with 3. Whitney Clampett's got 2. Jaylyn Irvin's got 2. Alex Wilson's got 2. Mackenzie Lowe has 2. And then 1 foul for Jordan Gonzalez, 1 foul for Anna Ralston, and 1 foul for Megan Scott. So Lady Eagles not shooting well, not rebounding well, and turning the ball over pretty high rate. The men are out on the court shooting here and putting on the little dunk-a-thon as there's no officials out here. And Mid-America comes back out onto the court. And so the Mid-America men will have to get off of the court. That's coming up 20 minutes after the end of this ball game. So stick around and come back for that. And I will tell you about the Commissioner's Cup if I can find those pieces of paper, and I think I have found those. The Heart of America Conference has something called the Commissioner's Cup. And it's a scoring system that's based on conference standings at the conclusion of the regular season. Points for conference sports without regular season standings will be determined by their conference championship meet or event. Points are awarded on a decreasing scale, with first place earning 8, second 7, etc. 3 bonus points will be awarded to the conference tournament champion. So that's how it's done. It's figured up on 5 sports that all members play: women's volleyball, men's basketball, women's basketball, baseball, and softball, along with their 3 next highest point totals from the remaining sports, regardless of gender. So I say all that to tell you that after first semester, which that was the end of the fall sports season, Central Methodist was in first place for the Heart of America Athletic Conference Commissioners Cup with 35 points, thanks to their strong showing in men's soccer national championship, back-to-back for them. Women's soccer that won a championship, women's volleyball that won a championship. Football did better this year than it has in the past few years. So Central's in first, Grandview in second. They have 26 points, and Evangel in third place with 23.5. So nice showing by the Central Methodist athletic staff teams in general as they come back and lead in the President's Cup standing as we go into winter sports. And then we'll get into the spring sports and see how they go with that. So we've got a little over 3 minutes to go here, and everybody's back on the court, and the Lady Eagles are going to have to figure out a way to make some shots drop, as they had a lot of shots within 5 feet of the basket that did not drop for them. If they had hit a majority of those shots in close, they'd be in the lead now, but they're not. They're going to have to rebound better, and they're going to have to press the ball a little bit and get some turnovers and get some points off of turnovers, because that's one of the things they do really well. As I was looking at the stats earlier on, see if I can grab the conference stats all together, where the teams are located. And I don't think they put steals on their category, but through 20 games, Central has more than 100 steals. They have 100 steals more than the next team closest to them, then that's 5 per ball game since they played 20 ball games. So not hard to figure up there. Lene Rodney is second in the conference in field goal percentage, shooting 48.5. Whitney Clampett for Mid-America is shooting 47.3%. So neither one of those are shooting that well in this ball game. As I look at Lene Rodney is 1 for 7 from the floor. Whitney Clampett, on the other hand, is 2 for 3 from the floor, so she has shot sparingly but made her couple of shots in the ball game. As we continue away, again, conference standings. I told you where they were in the standings, and if I can find the right stuff, I will tell you what those numbers are, plus give you an idea of the upcoming schedule for the Eagles. Central Methodist 12-2 in the conference. William Penn 10-3. This Mid-America team 9-3. Clark 10-4, Grandview 10-4, Culver 9-5, Evangel 9-5, Benedictine 7-7, Baker 5-9, Peru State 5-9, Valley 2-12, Mount Mercy 1-12, and Graceland 0-14 in conference play. The next ball game for the Eagles here at home is not until February the 12th when Mount Mercy comes to visit. Their next ball game after tonight will be Thursday night, I believe, at Missouri Valley. Then they get a few days off before they go to Evangel and then Graceland. So a couple of road games. They've had a couple of home games. Now it looks like they're going to go on the road for 3 before they come back home on the 12th against Mount Mercy, and we'll have that ball game for you right here from Puckett Fieldhouse. You can always find the games by going to Heart of America Conference. And I think the website that you can go to for that is heartconferencenetwork.com/CMU, or you can go to CMUeagles.com and find the ball game. Or you can go to collegecast.com and find the ball game. So we're ready to go. Back to action. Original starters on the floor for both sides, it looks like. This is Jefflo. She's going to take it right to the hoop. Malumba out by the three-point line. Not a good spot for her. Jefflo turns back, gets it to Malumba. She's going to go baseline, go underneath, put it up and in. Reverse layup. Gloria Malumba, her first 2 points, and a good start for the Lady Eagles. This is very much like the game at Baker that they had where they were down at half, did not play very well, came out in the third quarter with a lot of intensity, got a lot of turnovers, picked up a lot of points and came back, and there's a 3-second violation against Mid-America, and that will help. down to a 4-point lead, and Cheyenne Allen with the basketball. Crimson Jones, Lene Rodney with the ball over on the side. Malumba and Jefflow. Rodney inside to Malumba. She's going to go underneath and come back on the other side, but she puts it up too hard. Can't get it to go. Clampett puts a 3 up and hits it. She's 3 for 3 from the three-point line. She's got 10 in the ball game. Allen. Jones thought about a 3, going to take it down the lane. Little bump, comes up short with her shot. Malumba tips it right back to Jones, who's going to take it to the hoop. Get fouled, score the basket, and the foul is going to go on Megan Scott. It will be her second personal foul. Lene Rodney with her Crimson Jones with her 6th point of the ball game, and she's going to go to the free throw line. Checking in for Rodney real quick is Ashley Martin. Martin 5'11" and will play bigger than that because of her wingspan. Jones hits the free throw. Back to a 4-point lead. And this is Gooch with the ball. She's done very well, but for her size, she's got a mismatch on whoever she's guarding. And down the lane goes Rolston, puts it up and lays it in. She just attacked the basket. Her 5th point of the ball game. Jones wants to go to Martin. Does on the left wing. Martin going to drive to the basket. Tipped, and Clampett has it, but she's out of bounds. Steps on the end line. It'll go back to Central. 19 on the shot clock as it does not reset. Jefflow with 10. Rodney out of the ball game. She's got 3. Malumba going to go underneath again to Jefflow. Bumped as she puts it up. Scores and fouled. Lady Eagles have made a concerted effort to go to the hoop in this half so far, and it's paid off for them as they have already scored 7 points in less than 2 minutes, and they only scored 8 points in the second period altogether. Third foul on Scott. Free throw good. Down to 3. Gooch pressured, and here comes Clampett back to help. Jefflow on her. Jones wants to double team there. And here comes Gooch with it, and she's going to be double teamed. Gets it to Clampett. Ball's tipped, but behind Jefflow, she can't react to get to it, and it ends up in Gooch's hands. 13 on the shot clock. She comes around the corner. Allen after her. Clampett cut off by Allen. Steps back in. Underneath it goes to Gooch. Into the corner, 3-pointer on the way, doesn't draw anything and goes off the legs of Clampett out of bounds. As Alex Wilson missed everything with that 3 from the corner as time was draining, running down, and Allen's got the ball, and the Lady Eagles can tie with a 3 or pull within 1 with 7:40 to go here in period number 3. They've already scored as many points in this period in the first 2.5 minutes as they scored in the entire second period of the ball game. Jones with it. Jefflow left wing. She's going to go to the hoop. They're playing her off to the side. Gets her shot blocked. Jones back out. 3 on the way and good. Crimson Jones. She's got 10 now. Double figures for her, and we're tied at 7:15 to go in the third period. So that 6-point lead at halftime is gone for Mid-America as Gooch gets the ball to Rolston. Goes off of the hands of Clampett as Jefflow flashed in front of her and distracted her, and the ball goes off Clampett's hands out of bounds. Rodney back in. Martin out. Gonzalez into the ball game. And here comes Jones on the run. Gets it to Jefflow, who just is as calm as the day as she can be. She goes baseline around the corner. Into the corner to Jones. Allen. Rodney. She's going to drive to the hoop. She does. Takes it right down. That scoop shot up and in, and the first lead for a while for the Lady Eagles at 41-39 with 6:40 to go. Gooch into the corner to Gonzalez. Rodney on her. Inside it goes. Up and in, and that was easy for Rolston as Lowe fed her the ball in a good spot, and we're tied at 41. The bigs for the Eagles are in foul trouble. Malumba's got 3. Eli's got 3. Allen. Jones. Fake on the give and go. Jones to the hoop. Can't get it to go. Tipped around. Jones gets it back. Fade away from the baseline. Skips around the rim and does not go. And out comes Gooch with a rebound. Into the corner. Gonzalez with a three. Hits it. Jordan Gonzalez. 2 for 4 in the ball game. And there's a foul on Gooch as Jeff Lowe just kind of steps in front of her, and Gooch bumps into her. That's the third team foul. It's only the first foul on Michaela Gooch, but third team foul, and Rodney coming to take it out. 3-point advantage for Mid-America. Bringing it in over the top to Jeff Lowe. Underneath, gets her shot blocked, but she recovers the ball. That doesn't bother her in the least. She's going to put a three up from the corner and hit it. Mercedes Jeff Lowe now with 16 in the ball game. She started out very slow and has come on in the second and third periods. We're back tied again. Clampett, the three-point shooter, goes one way. Gonzalez in the other corner, three-point shooter. Gooch held up there. Rolston down the lane, back out. Gooch with a three on the way, gets it to go. Man, they're nailing them right now. We're not shooting well at halftime, but they're shooting them now. Allen. Jeff Lowe. Rodney goes left to the hoop, puts it up, can't get it to go. Distracted Lowe got in the way, 2-on-1 the other direction. Gooch puts it up and scores on a 2-on-1, and Eli gets ready to check back in. And it's back to a 5-point advantage, a little 7-0 run. 8-0 run, make it for Mid-America. Allen top of the key, dribbles right, not to the hoop. Rodney setting the pick for Jeff Lowe. She's got a height advantage on Gonzalez. Three from the corner by Allen is good. Cheyenne Allen. She's got 5 in the ball game. Back to 2. Gooch, top of the key, 4:08 to go. Gooch going to be double teamed. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Tied up. It'll stay with Mid-America. Nope, it's timeout's called instead. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll be back. It's 49-47 in favor of Mid-America on the Eagle Sports Network.
At last, an approach to teaching and learning that connects the traditional classroom to the real world at Central Methodist University. Now you can learn the way you live and the way you'll work with the new Digital U, available only on the campus of CMU. Be more.
Back from the timeout, Mid-America 49, Central Methodist 47. It will be Mid-Am ball on the side, right by their bench. And Clampett will bring the ball inbounds. And it comes right back to her. 3 on the way, no good. Rodney with a rebound as Gonzalez tries to pick her pocket. Doesn't get that done. Jeff Lowe. They play her the other way, and she's going to take it right to the hoop. Put it up. Can't get it to go, but a foul is going to be called, and I'm probably going to go on Lowe. Her third personal foul, and Mercedes Jeff Lowe at the free throw line. Chance to tie the ball game up with a pair of free throws. First one is good. 17 in the game for her. Rodney, who averages almost 18, has 5. Both free throws good. Tie ball game. Jalen Irvin into the ball game, and the Eagles going to push up the pressure a little bit on the smaller guards. Gooch gets it inbounds. Eli's going to double team her with Allen. Gonzalez, side. She likes to shoot threes, and she shoots that one, but no good. Irwin with a rebound. Back to Gonzalez. She comes down the lane, bumps into Allen. Second personal foul. Jones checks in. Malumba checks out. Gonzalez at the free throw line. Makes the first one, as I was looking at her free throw percentage, 61.9. Second free throw, no good, front of the rim. And two players end up on top of each other, and it's a turnover for the Eagles as Eli had the ball and Jones went for it, and they ended up falling on top of each other, and a travel and out of bounds. Allen checks out, and into the ball game comes Taylor Victorine. From Overland Park, Kansas, is Victorine. This is Irvin. Clampett fakes a three. Going to step back out against Jones. Jones with 3 fouls. Clampett's going to shoot a longer three and hit it. I saw her play basketball in high school, and that's not a surprise. She was really good at Chillicothe High School. Victorine inside to Rodney. Puts it up, gets it to score over Irvin. Back to a 2-point game with 3 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Gooch has done a really good job of taking care of the basketball. Ralston, Gonzalez with it behind Clampett, but there's Gooch to get it. There's Clampett trying to go baseline, going to step back out. She's beyond it with Jeffalo all over her. Ralston, Gonzalez comes around, puts up a little runner, can't get it to go, and Jones with a rebound, hands it to Jeffalo. Mercedes Jeffalo, a calm influence on the floor, looking for the tie. The pass is picked off by Clampett. Jefflo's just gauging her. Gets her to stop. The pass knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Mid-America as Jefflo was gauging that all the way down to try and block Clampett's shot. Martin checks in. Rodney checks out. So Jones and Eli on the floor with 3 fouls apiece. Gonzalez in the corner. Almost picked off by Eli. She's got on Clampett. Clampett going to step around to pick. It's pick and roll to Irvin. She puts it up. Can't get it to go. Tipped around. Ends up on the floor. Martin dives for it. It's tied up, and now it will go to Mid-America, but a nice hustle play by Ashley Martin as she goes to the floor to get it. Clampett bring it in. She's got 13 in the game. Gooch has got 12. Gooch averages 8.5. Clampett, on the other hand, averages 15. Almost a steal as Irvin almost loses it, and now Jones steps in front of the pass, and it's 3-on-2 the other direction. Victorine, 3 on the way from the corner. Good. Taylor Victorine with her first points of the ball game, and the Lady Eagles are up by 1 with 1:45 to go in period number 3. Gonzalez against Martin. And here comes help there. Ralston almost turns it over. Clampett looks for a 3, looks for a bump. Victorine knocks the ball away, keeps it inbounds, and she's going to head to the hoop and lay it up and in. Taylor Victorine with a big 5 points here in this, and it's a 3-point advantage for the Lady Eagles. Victorine now is going to hound Gooch a little bit and make her work hard to get up. There's Irvin trying to set a pick. Doesn't use it. There's a 3 on the way from outside. No good. Martin with the ball on the floor. Going to be tied up, but it's Central Methodist basketball on an alternating possession. 1:02 to go, and the Eagles have a 3-point lead. Down 6 to up 3. And here comes Jefflo. Going to walk it up the court. Going to try and get a 2-for-1 if possible here. 2 possessions to 1. Going to need to get a shot in about the next 12 seconds or so. Jefflo. Eli going to drive the basket. She's left-handed, pulls back. Jumper on the way, partially blocked. And it ends up in Mid-America hands. So now the Eagles can get the ball back with a rebound. Rebounding better in this half as they were down a bunch at halftime. They're only being out-rebounded by 1 right now. Irvin to Gonzalez. Tries to go to the hoop. This is Clampett. She keeps cut off as well. Back out to Ralston. This is Gooch wanting to go to the basket. Can't find anywhere to go. Going to pull up for a 3 from outside. Martin with a rebound. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Jefflo looks up at the clock. Going to bring it up the clock, and she's going to go to the hoop. Gets underneath, puts it up, gets it to go, and that's the end of the quarter. 20 points for Mercedes Jefflow, and the 34-28 halftime deficit turns into a 58-53 advantage. We'll take a quick 30-second break and come back with period number 4 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Buy a used car, how do you know that hasn't been in an accident? Experienced water damage or worse have major engine problems. This is Kyle Wymuth with WK. Here, all pre-owned vehicles less than 10 years old and under 100,000 miles come standard with peace of mind, wrapped up inside a 6-month, 6,000-mile powertrain warranty. And because we sell more vehicles than anyone in West Central Missouri, we get more quality trades, so we don't have to shop the used car auctions. For used car peace of mind, visit WK in Sedalia, Boonville, and at WKFamily.com.
We're back. Want to make sure we thank our sponsors for this. Central Methodist University, WK dealerships in Sedalia and Boonville. You can find them at WKFamily.com. And the Rick Ball Auto Group, you can find them rickball.com. They've got dealerships in Boonville and Sedalia. They make these broadcasts possible for us to do. In that period, Central outscored Mid-America by 30-19. 6-point deficit, 5-point advantage. Fourth period will start with Mid-America with the basketball. Gonzalez to get it in. Scott with it, gives it back to Gonzalez. She's trapped by Martin and Eli. Gooch has it with Victorine on her. And Taylor Victorine got 5 big points and got the Lady Eagles going. Scott against Eli. Baseline jumper on the way, rims out no good. Jones with a rebound. This is Victorine. She thought about a 3, pulls it back out and waits. That's Jefflow. She's not going to wait for anything. She's tripped on the way through, and that'll go on Clampett, and that'll be her 3rd personal foul. First foul of the period. As it's Victorine. Jefflow, 3 from the corner, going to be strong. Gooch with a rebound, quickly up to Clampett. Victorine down there bothering her, but Clampett lays it up and in, and it's down to a 3-point ball game. Jefflow ahead to Victorine, steps around to 3. Back to Eli, she's going to go left-handed to the hoop. Stop, can't find a basket. Gets it to Jefflow. She's going to continue on to the basket against Gonzalez in the corner. Jones is going to get a 3 that's partially blocked. And Jones comes out with it. That's not the first. That's the 2nd or 3rd time that's happened. Gooch, 3-on-1, into the corner, underneath to Clampett, lay it up and in. As they beat the Lady Eagles down the floor pretty handily that time, 3-on-1 off of a rebound, long pass. Jones. Martin. Victorine. Back to Jones. No post. Jones tries to go to the basket, and there'll be a foul, and that'll go on 24, I believe, Jordan Nachbar. That's her first personal foul. Rodney and Allen back in. Martin and Jones out. Central ball underneath their own basket. Into Rodney. She's going to ball fake, go to the hoop, lay it up right-handed. Can't get it to go off the back iron. And Jefflow called for a foul in the backcourt, only her 2nd personal foul against Gooch. 58-57. 5-point advantage is almost gone as the Eagles have not scored in the first minute and 44 seconds of period number 4. 30 seconds. Yeah, they reset the shot clock. And it comes to Gonzalez. She was hot early in this second half. Gooch to the hoop, looks everybody off, misses the little easy one. And it's Scott and Eli tied up for the rebound. Goes Central Methodist way. .808 to go. Competitive, spirited ball game here from Puckett Fieldhouse. Try to go backdoor cut to Jefflow, but it's picked off. And it's 5-on-3, but Gooch decides to pull it back out and wait. This is Clampett a long way, but she'll shoot it from there. Tries to pass inside, and Eli steals the ball. Ahead it goes to Lene Rodney. Behind her back, scoop shot won't go, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. She's 1 for 2 in the ball game from the free throw line. She's got 7 points altogether. She averages 18 a ball game. Mercedes Jeffalo averages 19, and she's got 20. She had 10 in that third period. Back of the rim, no good. Second free throw rattles around, doesn't go either. Eli almost with her 4th foul on the back, but Scott with a rebound. Still a 1-point advantage, and this is Gonzalez with the basketball to Gooch. Scott a long way from the basket. Going to take it down the lane. Lay it up, can't get it to go, and Rodney takes the ball away from her on the rebound, and it's 4-on-3. Rodney to the hoop, puts it up, gets it to go. Lene Rodney, she's always going to take the ball to the hoop. 3-point advantage, and Gooch with the basketball as we approach the 7-minute mark to go here in the fourth period. Scott back to Gooch, Clampett with it now. Gooch in the corner, doesn't take the three. Down the lane, jumper in the lane, rims out no good, tipped around. And it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Central. As that shot was taken by Nockbar, it just wouldn't fall. She goes out of the ball game. Back in is Ralston. Chance to build on a 3-point lead with 6:45 to go. Cheyenne Allen over in front of the Central bench. Takes it down the lane. Bumped hard as she goes. And she's going to be called for a foul, I think, for pushing off with her off arm. And they're going to take it to look at the monitor to see if she threw an elbow. Didn't see that, but they're going to take a look at it real quick and see. I'm all for getting things right, but they sure stop this for a lot of things that don't necessarily get changed. So this is just a common foul, and that would be the third foul on Allen in the ball game and the second team foul of this period. 3 team fouls against Mid-America. And as soon as they're satisfied with whatever they see on the replay monitor, we'll be back to action. Both sides use it as a timeout, though. Again, we're back here. Our next ball game is February the 12th when Mount Mercy comes to town. Got the men's game coming up in 20 minutes after this one is over. 6:39 to go. 3-point advantage as they continue to look at the monitor. Hope they say on the monitor that it's probably a blocking foul rather than an offensive foul, a push off with an arm. But they say Allen pushed off with her off arm as they continue to look at it and ask it to roll it back and look again. So they're taking a long look at this, and if it's an elbow, it'll be a flagrant foul. Could be 2 free throws and the ball out of bounds. If it's bad enough, they could eject Allen from the ball game. So I don't think they're going to do anything different than what they just did with the original call. And explaining to Coach Davis that she had her elbow out, not in on that. But is Mid-America ball, 6:39 to go. And we are going to be back to action. Here comes Clampett to get it. She's She's got Jeff Lowe on her, who leads the conference in steals. She tries to go for one there. Pass is over the head of Gooch and out of bounds. So the pressure pays off there, and the Eagles get the ball back. Rodney will inbound the ball to Cheyenne Allen with Gooch waiting for her. Back to Rodney. Gooch comes around the side of her as if to look to pick her pocket, but Rodney's okay with that. And this official keeps stopping the ball game to straighten things out. The clock continues to run. Now Allen has the ball back to Jeff Lowe, and we're back to action. Jeff Lowe around the corner all the way to the hoop, lays it up, in, score, and foul. 22 for Jeff Lowe, and she's going to go to the free throw line. Jordan Gonzalez, her second personal foul, team foul number 4. So from here on out, the Lady Eagles will shoot a pair each time, and there's the one to finish up the three-point play, and it's a 6-point lead for the Lady Eagles, the biggest lead they've had in quite a while. Victorine back in to hound Gooch. Ralston, Gonzalez, Clampett gets bumped by Jeff Lowe away from the ball. That's Ralston, top of the key, trying to get inside the Lowe, can't do it. Around it comes Victorine with a foul as she went for a steal and runs into Michaela Gooch. Third foul on the Eagles, first foul on Victorine. As Lowe comes to get it, hand it back to Clampett. They're going to double team her and try and take the ball away, and a foul going to be called on Jeff Lowe. That will be her third personal foul, and that's team foul number 4. So from now on, all the fouls are going to be bonus. Will be 2-shot fouls from here on out with 5:49 to go. Conversation between official and Coach Davis. John Lewis, the head coach at Mid-Am in his 8th season. Underneath, Rodney knocks the pass away from Clampett, who was breaking free. Megan Scott checks back in. 6'2" sophomore from Carl Junction, Missouri. And Mackenzie Lowe checks out. Ralston underneath to Scott, goes up against Eli. Can't get it to go, but Deja Eli, it goes off of her out of bounds as she's trying to rebound. 63-57, 5:38 to go. Gooch to get it in. Does to Gonzalez. Got Deja Eli on her, and now she's got Jeff Lowe on her as well. So two bigs. Ralston tries to get it inside. It's tipped away, but right back to her. And Rodney's going to pick up a foul reaching in, and that'll be her third personal foul. So four of the 5 players on the floor right now for Central have 3 fouls. But that is a free throw situation. That'll put Ralston at the line. She's a 53% free throw shooter. Hits the first one. Lead back to 5 for the Lady Eagles. She's got 8 points in the ball game. Second free throw, also good. And Rodney with the ball inbounds. 5:25 to go. Allen tries to get it inside to Eli. Knocked away. Right back to Allen. Right back to Eli. Goes to the basket left-handed. Lays it up and in. A timeout called by Coach Davis. He wants a 30-second timeout, so we'll take a 30-second break here on the Eagle Sports Network. Be back in 30.
At last, an approach to teaching and learning that connects the traditional classroom to the real world at Central Methodist University. Now you can learn the way you live and the way you'll work with the new Digital U, available only on the campus of CMU. Be more.
5:15 to go here from Puckett Fieldhouse, Central Methodist University campus. 65-59 in favor of the Eagles. And And we're waiting for this 30-second timeout that's gone the full length, so it ended up turning into a full timeout rather than a 30-second. I believe it's Mid-America basketball underneath the central basket, so they'll have to traverse the entire length of the floor. And it's Gonzalez to bring it in. Gets it into Gooch. Allen waits for her to double team her. Going to let her come a little bit further. Gonzalez stands at midcourt ready to take the pass. Ralston with it. Into the corner. Jeff Lowe with the steal. Gets it up the court, 3-on-2. Going to take it to the hoop against Gooch. Can't get it to go, but there's Rodney. Had the rebound. It goes off of Rodney's leg out of bounds, says the official. $4:55 to go. It's a 6-point advantage. Gooch with the basketball again. Victorine on here, and here comes double team. And a blocking foul on Eli, and that'll be her 4th foul as Gonzalez takes the worst of that hit. As Eli went for the steal, Gonzalez ran into her full blast. Gonzalez, a 5'6" freshman from Kansas City, and Deja Eli, a 6-foot junior from Indianapolis, Indiana. But that's her 4th personal foul. And it will send Gonzalez to the free throw line. She's going to have 2 free throws as Gloria Malumba gets ready to check back in. First free throw rolls out, no good. I ran my finger across to see what her free throw percentage was. She's 2 for 9 coming into this ball game. That's 22%. She's 1 for 2 in the ball game. She misses both of those, and Rodney with a rebound. Jeff Lowe with Gonzalez on her. She's 5'6", and Jeff Lowe is 5'11". And Jeff Lowe can get around and get to the hoop, which she does. Can't get it to go, tipped around, and it ends up in Ralston's hands. Gives it to Gooch. Double team by Allen and Victorine. Clampett comes to help. Back to Roush. 10-second violation as they don't get it across midcourt in time as Clampett went backwards with the basketball rather than forward. And it's a violation. Coach Lewis not happy with that on the sideline. 4:23 to go, still a 6-point lead. Lady Eagles have had a 6-point lead for a couple of trips and have not been able to extend that lead any. See if they can with this trip down the floor. As Allen tries to get it to Malumba, loses the handle on it, but Rodney ends up with it. Back to Allen, back to Rodney, top of the key. She's got Scott on her, comes up for a 3, no good, and Ralston with a rebound. Gonzalez thought about throwing it across the court to Clampett, but decides to give it to Gooch instead. 3:53 to go here in the 4th period. Here comes Gonzalez out. Victorine all over her as Gonzalez hit some threes in that 3rd period. Gooch, Ralston, Clampett. She's the shooter on the team. Steps back, throws it around. Scott to the hoop, puts it up, can't get it to go, and Victorine with the rebound. To Jeff Lowe. Gets pressure, gets contact underneath the basket on Ralston, and will draw the foul and go to the free throw line. That's only her 2nd personal foul. Both sides in the bonus. Taylor Nichols checks in. Megan Scott checks out. 23 points for Jeff Lowe. First free throw good. Only player, I believe, in double figures. Nope, Crimson Jones has 10. Second free throw also good. 25 points from the senior from Compton, California. And it's an 8-point advantage. Biggest lead for the Lady Eagles. As Gonzalez gets it across. Gets it to Ralston. To Gooch. Gooch gives it up. Gonzalez with a 3. Back of the rim. No good. Hits the top of the backboard in the score clock. And it's a dead ball. It'll go back to the Lady Eagles. As the threes have kind of gone away as they were shooting them really well for a while. And now it's 9 for 27 in the ball game. That's 33%, my math says. For Mid-America. Central 5 of 16. To the basket, laying it up and in is Lene Rodney. She's going to drive every chance she gets, and she's going to go shoot free throws, or she's going to shoot a shot. 10-point advantage now. And a timeout called by Mid-America. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a break and get one of our sponsors in again. 69-59, 2:40 to go here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Rick Ball Ford Lincoln, my team is driven to be different. Different in a great way because we're going to give you the very best customer satisfaction anywhere. One of the parts about our dealership you will love is our 1995 oil changes. You get a free alignment check, you get a free multi-point inspection, you get a free car wash. Everybody will get all of that combined for $19.95. Stop by today or come visit us at rickball.com.
.240 to go, 10-point advantage, biggest lead for the Lady Eagles. As Mercedes Jefflow leading the Lady Eagles with 25 points. Lene Rodney now with 11. Crimson Jones with 10, the only players in double figures for the Lady Eagles. On the other side, 17 points for Whitney Clampett and 12 points for Michaela Gooch, the only double-figure scorers for Mid-America. Jordan Gonzalez has 9. Clampett inbound. That is Gonzalez with the basketball as they try and pick for Clampett going around the corner, and here comes a double team. Clampett going to get a 3, and she's hit from behind by Rodney, and that'll be her 4th personal foul, and Clampett will go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. 5'9" guard from Chillicothe. I saw several ball games that she played in high school. I covered Boonville High School, and they played each other back-to-back years in either sectionals or quarterfinals. First free throw does not fall. Second free throw does. It's a 9-point advantage with 2.5 to go. Rodney with the ball. Jefflow says go to the middle of the floor and just stand there and dribble for a couple of minutes, for a few seconds. Now Jefflow has it as they're going to run the clock down a little bit, take care of the basketball, try and score. And here goes Jefflow to the hoop with 10. Malumba, Allen, she's going to go hoop-wise, stop in the lane for a little jumper, and it's good. About a 9-foot jump shot by Cheyenne Allen. It's an 11-point advantage for the Lady Eagles. Got to stop the 3. Don't foul. Here comes Clampett with the ball. Jefflow almost gets it. Allen almost gets it. Inside it goes. Rodney steals it. Down to Jefflow. Gonzalez to the hoop, trying to take it away from her. Jefflow lays it up and in. She's got 27. As Rodney knew that she had Jefflow on the fly, if she could just get her the ball. Got it to her, and she scores. Gooch with the ball now as it becomes the Mid-America needs to score quickly, and every time they touch the basketball, they need to score. And there's Cheyenne Allen with a foul, reaching over, trying to tie up Michaela Gooch, and Gooch will go to the free throw line. She's got 12. Crimson Jones checks back in with her fouls. Allen's now got 4 fouls. Rodney's got 4 fouls. So 2 players on the floor with 4, and 2 players on the floor with 3 for the Lady Eagles. First free throw good. 13 points for Gooch. She averages 8.5, so she's over her average. Clampett averages over 15, and she's got 18. Second free throw no good, and Allen's got the rebound with 1:20 to go. Put the ball in Rodney's hands. Rodney and Jefflow will have it in their hands most of the time now, as they're the free throw shooters and they are the scorers. Back and forth it goes. Jefflow with the ball now. She's going to dribble drive. Banks it too hard off the glass, but Jones runs it down on a new 30. And they get it to Allen. Victorine back. Jefflow long reach, runs it down. 10 on the play clock, on the shot clock. Rodney to the hoop, lays it up and in. 13 for her, and it's a 14-point advantage. Gooch looks inside to Ralston, tries to get it in there. Allen with the steal, and now into Jeff Lowe's hands. Shot clock off, or play clock off. Shot clock down, and it looks like the Eagles are going to get out of here after trailing by 6 at halftime. Allen has the ball to Jones. Back and forth, they just play catch. They don't have to shoot. Mid-America doesn't have to foul. Jeff Lowe steps in, cuts the count. She's going to dribble it over by her bench, and the final score is going to be 75-61 in favor of the Eagles. So I am doing quick figuring. Central outscored Mid-America in the second half 47-33. It is Mercedes Jefflow with 27. Lene Rodney 13. Crimson Jones with 10, the leading scorers. On the other side, it is Whitney Clampett with 18. 13 points for Michaela Gooch. And those are the only two players in double figures, with Jordan Gonzalez with 9. So 20-17 at the end of the first period. Mid-America led after Central led at the end of one. Mid-America led 34-28. Central led 58-53 at the end of the third period, and the final score 75-61. Central Methodist goes to 19-2 on the season and 13-2 in conference play. Mid-America goes to 10-6 and 9-4 in the Heart. Come back in about 15 minutes, and we'll have boys action for you. The men will play in about 15 minutes here on the Eagle Sports Network.